You tell us. Is it this or this? These two are perhaps the most elite boxing heavyweights on the planet right now. Deontay Wilder is the ultimate executioner of the ring, while Anthony Joshua is the world's favorite champion. Sleek, smooth, technical, and savage. Deontay Wilder blows are renowned whether you're a boxing fan or not. You've already seen the lethal blows of this heavyweight titan. Wilder has torn his way to the top of the heavyweight division, and many believe he is the ultimate champion of the world to be. Savage knockout after savage knockout, this man left a pile of broken men in his wake. He spreads his legs like a giant and swings his arms like the ultimate windmill. When one of these punches launches you, you better hope it doesn't make contact or else it's lights out.
Wilder's 30. 7 knockouts have occurred here in the round. First round and Stubborn Taylor's hammer, and here in round 1 is
Without a doubt, to beat Wilder, you would need a chin of absolute steel. I mean, who on this planet could withstand one of these punches without being taken out on a stretcher? But who do we know in the heavyweight division who could survive such a devastating blow? There's only one man. Anthony Joshua, the world's favorite heavyweight champion. Absolute gentleman outside the ring and a ferocious fighter within it. This man is calm, composed, and something of a hero across the world. It's true that only British fighters ever really make it to the very top and stay there. After all, boxing is a British sport. Is that not true? Well, many people think so. We're not so sure. But regardless, Anthony Joshua is potentially the only man who can face up to Deontay Wilder now and live to tell the tale. Since losing his last fight against Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder is determined to regain his title and former glory. He has a lot to prove. Many people believe that Tyson Fury actually cheated in his fight against Wilder. There has been a talk of a trilogy rematch between Wilder and Fury, but to be honest, it seems like this has lost its buzz, and now Wilder seems more interested in nailing down Joshua for an ultimate clash of titans. And Joshua deserves to be considered a hero in the fight world. Remember the way he faced up to Vladimir Klitschko in the ring? Klitschko's reign at the top was long and fast, but Joshua fought him head to head and toe to toe. The two fighters knocked each other time and time again. In this epic fight, both boxers were sent down to the canvas. See the way Anthony Joshua took Klitschko face on? See how he took a real beating from the world's best? And what did he do next? Well, he absolutely destroyed. Joshua finished Klitschko the way a shark finishes his meal. Anthony Joshua deserves to be at the top as he has earned his victories time and time again. He has power, speed, strength, and what else? That's right, incredible boxing intelligence. Anyone remember this? Anthony Joshua faced up to his old rival Dillian Whyte. This was the clash of Londoners, North versus South. And what happened? Not only did Joshua win the fight, which proved to be incredibly challenging, the two fighters engaged in an intense brawl and took it in turns to hit and be hit with some of the most powerful punches in the heavyweight division today. And although Dillian Whyte made Joshua do the chicken dance at one stage, AJ was able to regain control and absolutely demolish his opponent, sending him flying against the ropes and tumbling to the canvas. But he also fought off Dillian Whyte's entire crew in the ring when a brawl broke out due to a punch that landed after the bell. Can you believe this? Since when did the streets erupt in the boxing ring?
Is this the breakthrough? Rock by that big right hand, we're looking to size him up. It's another route. There's a group wide, but the legs are betraying him, and down he goes. Surely no way up here. The right, it's stopped, it's over. Dramatic and unbelievable at the finish. Josh asked a lot of questions tonight. fight.
It's clear to see that Anthony Joshua is a complete badass. He faces the world's best. He faces his old rivals. He follows whole entourage. But does he always win? Here's the interesting part. Anyone remember when this happened? Andy Ruiz, the King of Mexico, the Destroyer, or as Tyson Fury calls him, the Kid from Up. This man shocked the entire boxing universe when he got in the ring with the hero Anthony Joshua and absolutely outclassed him. To everyone's surprise, in what the world thought would be an easy victory for Joshua, Ruiz had a killer left hook up his sleeve. He unleashed devastating mad flurries of right hands and hooks, which proved too much for Joshua. Ruiz knocked down the world's favorite hero not once, but twice until the fight was ended. So it turns out Joshua doesn't always win his fights, but what does he do in the face of failure? That's right, he takes back to the drawing board, recalibrates, and comes back twice as strong as before. In the rematch between Joshua and Ruiz, Anthony Joshua really taught the world something about boxing. He kept Ruiz at a distance and outboxed him completely. This is how Joshua shows us not only his incredible chin as we saw against Klitschko, but also his incredible boxing intelligence. In the face of failure, AJ relearns and adapts and comes back with a vengeance no man can extinguish. So could he take a beating from Deontay Wilder, the Sith Lord of boxing takedowns? You see, the thing about Wilder is he has incredible power and strength, but in all fairness, maybe boxing critics have a point when they say he doesn't seem to be the most intelligent boxer in the ring. I mean, how many times has Wilder actually outboxed his opponents? There's no doubt that he's the absolute Picasso of ultimate knockdowns, but is he someone that can go the distance? Can he last round after round with boxing's most skilled and intelligent fighters? How would Deontay Wilder stand up against the likes of Andy Ruiz, the King of Mexico? What about Dillian Whyte? Could Deontay Wilder land a devastating knockout on Dillian Whyte the way he likes to treat all his other opponents? And so, do you think he could really do the same against Anthony Joshua, the world's favorite heavyweight champion and somewhat of a hero figure in a division populated by villains? No doubt Wilder will try to land bronze bomb after bronze bomb. Wilder is the baddest man in boxing right now. We all know it. We've seen it for years. And if one of these blows was to land on Joshua, well, would AJ get back up and teach him a lesson, or would it be lights out? But recently, Wilder drew against Tyson Fury in their first fight in December 2018. Although Wilder scored 2 knockdowns, he wasn't able to get the victory, despite Fury being incredibly out of shape and bouncing back from a period of severe depression, alcohol, and drug abuse. But then in the rematch, remember when this happened? When Wilder knocked down Fury in this legendary power blow? Wilder is the world's greatest knockout artist, and it doesn't take long after stepping into the ring for him to completely knock the head off his opponent. Frankly, I don't know how much you would have to pay me to get into the ring with this man. He is a complete savage. Wilder certainly doesn't need to eat spicy food to drop bronze bomb after bronze bomb. This is a man who has crazy reach and knows how to use it. See how his arms swing around with such precision? With this kind of power on show, fight fans might not be expected to tick into the later stages. But if AJ could land his signature destructive blows on Wilder's jaw, we may actually see Wilder go down and hit the canvas the same way he did against Fury. Both fighters have incredible experience in that they've both fought the best heavyweights in the world. Only time will tell. But it's the difference between going out and trying to get a quick knockout or actually being able to box with a high level of skill and intelligence for round after deadly round in the ring. Both fighters will need to strategize very carefully for this one. The winner of this fight will certainly be considered one of the best heavyweight fighters of this generation. In fact, they would be next in line to face off against Tyson Fury, the King. But could Wilder really win, even though the best boxers of all time have always been British? What do you think? Who would win in this fight between the ultimate gentleman and the baddest man in heavyweight boxing today? Would this fight be more epic than Star Wars? A win for either man would irrefutably place them right at the top of the heavyweight elite. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and left hook the bell icon for future updates to all our videos.